somebody mentioned Kanye's run being bigger and better. I'm with that. I mean, you got
What Kanye
college
run?
dropout, late registration, graduation, 808s and heartbreaks, and my
Stop.
beautiful dark twisted fantasy.
Stop right there. That's 5 albums, not 6. And 808s
My
and
beautiful,
Yeezus don't.
yeah, and then Yeezus.
808s and Yeezus. 808s and Yeezus. No,
Hmm.
that's where you're wrong.
Okay,
Yeah, because 808.
if we went album for album, though, how does that score out?
We can go album for album, Mike. It ain't gonna score good for Kanye on the back end.
So college dropout's better than KD1. Late
Correct.
registration's better than KD2. Uh,
Correct.
graduation's better than Magic.
No, it's not.
Okay. What came after that? KD3. You got 808s and Heartbreaks. I think KD3 is better than 808s and Heartbreaks. Then you got Magic 2. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is better than that. And then Magic 3. You got
It's better than Yeezus.
okay, so the ones that Nas won were Magic and Magic 3 and KD3. So
And
it's a tie.
KD3.
That's a tie.
But here's the difference. 3 years. That's what I mean. Is like, oh no.
But
It
do
took
you want to
Kanye a
go
decade to
song
do
for?
that.
Would anybody want to go song for song with that though? Like if we went 20 songs versus 20 songs from that collection.
If we went 20 songs for 20 songs, I would give Kanye the edge, but that's why I said what's the most impressive thing about the run is the totality of the album run.
Matt Max with the super chat says all them guys been to multiple Super Bowls and have multiple chips. For some of them, Mahomes is a levels above Lamar. Like they're not debatable. Let's see what
We'll
else.
see. We'll see on Sunday because
yeah,
they're playing head to head on Sunday. And guess what? For the first time, Patrick Mahomes doesn't have the better team, doesn't have the better weapons, and has to go on the road. Let's see how he fares when he's in the position that Lamar has been in his whole career.
Bakari with the super chat says, and I also think the KD1 and Magic 2 will age very well. Well,
Like,
listen.
because here's the thing about it, and here's what people understate about this run. Like when you're talking about Kanye's run, Mike, how many of them records you gonna play gonna have features on them? A lot.
Well,
A lot.
yeah.
About half of them, Mike. So
Huh.
what I'm saying is, so degree of difficulty matters here too. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the 3-year run that it took to make those 6 quality albums that's comparable to Ye, but I'm also looking at the help, Mike, because he didn't have that much help. Of
Well,
these 8,
Nas didn't produce
no,
any
Mike,
of the
Mike,
songs either. Nas didn't
Mike,
produce any of the songs either.
hey, nobody told Ye to step behind the mic and rap. That was Ye's choice.
He's
We don't.
doing
I'm not.
both. I mean, I'm just saying it's hard to say he had help, in which he did, but he also is the
Mike,
producer.
he had
And
help making those records from the perspective that there are a lot of people rapping on those tracks. Because, like, here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to go solo song for solo song with Nas. You want to see if Kanye win that? He's not winning that, Mike. Because most of his
solo
great songs,
song,
Mike, hold on, Mike, real quick. What's your favorite song on the College Dropout?
the song that has most depth, but there's also Jesus Walks
And
on.
Freeway.
Yeah.
And Freeway. Mike, if you list your favorite songs from the College Dropout, which I think you still believe is his best album, correct?
I think it could be. Yeah.
How many of them songs are solo missions that you think are classic, Mike?
I think that I think Family Business is classic. I think Through the Wire is classic. I think Jesus Walks is
Okay.
classic. I think um, 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 All Falls Down is classic. And We Don't Care What People Say. Those are great records. I mean, it's kind of like the Game type of argument where it's like, yeah, he got people on there, but some of his best material on that album is him by himself. Through the
I'll
Wire
give
is
you
like
3 of
that.
those 4 tracks. three. I'll give you three of those four records because Family Business isn't a classic to me. All Falls Down, Jesus Walks, We Don't Care are instant classics for me. So it's Through the Wire. So I'll give
Yeah.
him those four records. But Mike, the rest of those records all have help. Slow Jams is help. The J record, the Talib Common record, Two Words, the Luda record, Go to Late Registration,
Oh,
Paul
ho, ho.
Wall
Luda's
record.
on the hook. He ain't really giving no help for real like that, but I got
The, Mike, Mike, hooks matter. Ask Jay Z and Ja Rule on Can I Get a
it's not one
right?
of the
Help
stronger
matter.
hooks though. It's not a "Can I get a" type of hook. Like breathe in, breathe out. Sounds like Kanye probably wrote that hook. Really?
Mike, help on the mic. And what I'm saying is that on every some of my favorite Kanye songs are solo missions, but Mike, they few and far in between. I told you
What
my
do you
two
think
favorite
about
Kanye songs are
graduation?
Rose.
Because ain't nobody on graduation rapping except for Wayne.
I'm not big on graduation like the rest of y'all are. That's why I'm saying like Flashing Lights is my shit. I think that might be my favorite Kanye song. But I'm not big on graduation like the rest of y'all.
For
Like
many
it's a
people, it's
great
a
album, but it's
classic,
like
right? And that's a solo
I think
mission.
it's great. See, that's the difference between me and other people. The way people be talking, like I think Graduation's great. I've never said Graduation was a classic. I think the first two in My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy are his classics, and I think Graduation is borderline. I don't think it's great like that. I like Good Morning. I like Can't Tell Me Nothing, Flashing Lights, The Glory. The rest of that stuff just good to me.
Everything I'm not, maybe everything I am.
I don't like that beat.
Really? Hmm.
I don't.
Okay. Do you want to get to this?
I want. Hold on. I wonder's pretty hard too, Mike. The beat that I
Uh,
wonder is crazy.
it is.
And he
I
was like,
wonder.
"You don't know what the issue is. You just want to know where the tissue is." That. So I'll
Yeah,
give him five of
it
those
ain't
records. Five of
happened
those
yet.
records I
That's
think are great.
I
Hey,
mean,
Mike, I
look.
do got a little.
Go ahead.
I mean, here's the reality that matter, Mike. 808s and Yeezus takes it out of that running, Mike. I'm sorry.
I
Them records ain't
disagree.
good.
I disagree
Them records
because
are not good.
there are so many people that feel like both of those albums are classic. Champion's great too. Love Champion.
And I don't love to beat the champion either.
Really?
No,
Good
you can
Life?
keep that. You can definitely keep that shit, Mike.
Didn't like Good Life? Hmm.
Keep that.
Well, let's get to some of these records that were on the KD series. Got the
No,
whole.
no. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Before we do that, first of all, I do want to shout out Sean and Adriel from Hip Hop Talks for taking the time to come up with this list. Adriel hit me in my DMs and was like, I had no idea how tough it was like to do a list like this. Shout out to like you and Mike D for always coming
Tough.
up with these lists. Cause I think he realized from doing it, it's like, oh no, this shit hard. Like
Yeah.
people think that it's easy. Just like some people think rapping is easy. Some people think thinking up these lists is easy. And it's actually extremely like hard and strenuous work and it's time consuming. I'm working on having them come on next Monday.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be dope. So they can speak to this list as well. I just want to
Yeah.
present it to the people, just so
But
kind of go over these records. Because again, putting together a list like this is very difficult. And shout out to them for
but
doing
hold
it.
on, Mike. Before we go, I do have some business we need to take care of right quick. So remember when I went to the MSG Nas show last February, right?
Uh huh.
So you remember I told you I met one of our listeners, Will, and Will had some health issues going on, and he really touched me um, about what he thinks of us and how according to hip hop helps get him through.
Mm.
Um, Will sent me a little care package. I want to show the stuff from the care package, but I want to read Will's letter
Okay. Go
because
ahead. For sure.
me and Will talk. I got Will's phone number. He got mine, and Will is the reason that I do this shit, quite frankly, and people like him. So this is dated January 10th. It says, "Dear Mike D and Coop, I'm so glad I came across your platform and channel. Seeing A2H's growth has been like following a boxer and watching him rise up the ranks. It's just so refreshing to hear coverage about the music and culture you love without a biased, jaded, or paid opinion. I truly never miss an episode and know that no matter what else is going on in my life, I can escape for an hour or two and listen to you guys. One of the best parts of an A2H show, A2H8 show is seeing Coop's reaction to a super chat by Mad Max. It never fails to make me laugh. Coop's comedic response is almost as if it was part of a scripted sitcom. My apologies, Mike. I had the movie City of Gods ready to send you since I recall you saying in a previous episode that you never saw it. But then I realized that the subtitles were not working, and I'm not sure how strong your Portuguese is. Laugh out loud. I hope what I said is substantial. I know how much of an MJ fan you are, Mike, and Coop is a Prince guy. You guys should make it to Brooklyn at the end of August for the MJ Prince block party thrown by Spike Lee. The Dr. Dre versus Kanye debate was some of the best content you guys put out. I think their approach to production is more similar than what people think. Granted, there is numerous videos of Kanye making beats in front of his MPC alone, but post the dropout, he has had maybe even more help than Dre from more high-profile producers. Think of where Kanye got his start from in the game, and that is working for D-Dot. I've collected a good bulk of the leaks that came out the past few months, and they all have either Digital Nas version or Mike Dean's name attached to the files. Digital Nas is a young producer who is in Kanye's stable. He has contributed to his sound from Donda till now. I guess you could say that's his mailman or Mike Elizondo. It was such an astute comment by Coop to bring up Kanye's drums being a bit weaker to his hip-hop heavyweight producer counterparts. On the Rory and Mal show, they interviewed Alchemist, and he told a story about when he first met Kanye, how Kanye played his beats for Alchemist, and at the end asked him, what do you think about the drums? I guess in Kanye's mind, that's his Achilles heel. A topic that I've seen come up on this show is the debate and placement of Ludacris versus his Southern peers. I cannot speak for every New Yorker, but I think the appeal for us is that Ludacris was ushered in through Def Jam Violator and checks a lot of the boxes of a traditional East Coast rapper.
Yep.
His words are clear, has clever punchlines, songs for dudes, songs for ladies, does things with his voice similar to a Slick Rick. T.I. has a bit more of an accent, as do others. I think that's an astute observation by Will.
I agree.
In closing, I wish you guys and everyone behind the scenes that make A2HH happen the very best. I have a massive digital archive of videos and music, so if I can be of any service or assistance, please do not hesitate to reach out. I'm in the process of getting a magazine scanner so I can scan my Source and XXL magazines I have from 1997 to 2008, as well as Scratch Magazine. It was a DJ producer magazine that had some great articles that I would love to share with you guys to get out there to the community. From Will.
That's what's up, Will, man. I appreciate that. That makes
No,
you feel
Mike.
warm inside, man. That's love right
No,
there.
Mike. Look what Will sent me, Mike. He sent me a copy of Dougie Fresh and MC Ricky D. It says Ricky D on it, not Slick Rick. The show and Lottie Dottie on vinyl.
Wow.
I'm not done, Mike.
Okay, what else we got, Will?
He went to the Book of Hove exhibit, Mike. He's got
Nice.
a copy for you and for me.
Nice.
He sent 2 copies. This
Nice.
one's mine. I've already opened it. But this is your copy of the Book of Hove I'm holding for you, Mike.
Book of Hove. There it is. Appreciate that,
Mike,
Will.
when I mean he watches this show, Mike, he gave me a copy of Sade's cassette. Promise. Because he knows how big of a Sade fan I am.
We got more.
He sent Hitman, a story about the record business, power brokers, and fast money inside the music business. When I mean this guy follows us, Michelangelo in the Pope's ceiling, because I'm always making references to the Sistine Chapel in reference to hip hop.
Nice.
Will is our number one follower, Mike. He follows all our stuff. And lastly, Mike, he sent both you and me our own personal jump drives of material that I haven't opened yet. So there's a jump drive for you full of material and a jump drive for me. I'm pretty certain there's some Prince and some Michael Jackson stuff in here, some unreleased stuff. You know, Will had unreleased tracks from Daytona that he sent me that I haven't got a chance to talk about yet.
Oh.
So I got to get you your copy of the Book of Hove and your jump drive. But shout out to Will for being our most loyal and faithful follower.
Shout out to Will, man. I don't even know what to say, man. We love you guys.
Neither did I, Mike.
Huh?
Neither did I, man. It's why we do it.
It's why we do this, man. We enjoy doing this. We love doing this, but the fact that y'all love and enjoy it at the same rate as us, unspeakable, man.